No, it was 9.
Yeah.
It took all of 5 minutes. It took all that to put them
You were
damn
a
things in.
trooper.
He clipped them. They real staples. He was
Yeah.
like, click, and he kept saying, click 1, click 2, click 3, click 4. There was one staple that must have been in a sensitive part of that wherever what was going on in the back of my head. There was just one that when he went clip, it was a little. I felt a little shock go down my spine a little bit, and I was like,
little
"Oh,
nerve. I felt a little nerve hit.
slow down, oh, homie." Like, but other than that, that was good. So real quick, so I woke up and then I watched a football game. Then I did nothing else. I just chilled. I got my suit out the cleaners, and I bought the Air Force Ones, and that was it. And I'm ready for tonight. I gotta run some errands. I gotta pick up some stuff. We start setting up at 4:00. I didn't know it started there early. It's from 6 to 11. So that's Sweet 16. So I went downstairs, right? And me and Monty are staying with my mom and dad right now. So I walk downstairs, right? And I look on the kitchen table this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I see this.
Ooh.
That's all I'm gonna show you. Now, what's the first thought out your brain when what I just showed you?
It's a Magnum condom. Yeah. That's what I saw. That's my eyes deceiving me.
So before I touched it, I said, "There is no effing way in the world."
Let me check my dad. No, I know
I said, "It's not my dad and my mom. I don't even know if they get down like that no more. I don't even know where out, right?" I said, "But how gangster would you have to be
my daughter
to leave this on the kitchen table?" So the flames of hell was in my soul before I grabbed it because I was about to wake somebody up. And this show, I wasn't about to be on this show.
I mean, safe sex is good.
Safe sex.
All right. I was about to turn up the whole house again. Now, this is the reason why I went to jail the first time when I turned up the townhouse, right? I realized I need to go back to therapy because the turn up is really real. I'm really not a tough guy, but there's something that clicks in my brain sometimes that sets me off into a whirlwind where I'm not even rational anymore. I don't even want to touch it, right? Because I'm looking at it from a distance. I really don't want to touch it.
Might be something. Yeah.
But then I'm thinking, Monty was home all night. She ain't go out nowhere. So why at some point would she pull out this and just lay it on the kitchen table? Was she on the phone and was planning on going out? And then it got canceled and she forgot?
Scenarios.
Was it a late night phone call like around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm in the room chilling, everybody's chilling, and she was on the phone walking around, and I'm all these scenarios. All I know is I'm about to wake this whole house up. And then I read it. Then as I'm thinking, I look and I said, "I don't say Magnum." I said, "Is this a different type of Magnum? Is this a different type of
new brand out there?
It's a new brand Magnum?
It's a new competitor. Yeah.
Is this the Burger King to the McDonald's? Is this the Coca-Cola to the Pepsi? Like what is this? Motherfucker. Oh, sorry. It's sugar-free peppermint mints.
Mm-hmm.
It's what my mom uses for her tea.
Mm-hmm. Who's gonna have to come bail your ass out last night? Huh?
Boiling. He's in rage right now.
Dude, this is literally 5 minutes ago that I went through this whole scenario and I picked it up. It's a Nosha pack. I said, Nosha pack? I said, wait a second. It says sugar-free peppermint mint, naturally flavored.
He went through all these emotions in that split moment. He went through all of this.
That's why he needs to wear his glasses around the house. Clearly.
I'm literally mentally, emotionally exhausted right now.
You had the whole fight in your mind.
I had the whole thing.
Before you even really took a good look, turn up over tea.
Oh my
Right.
God.
Born Queen, born Afro Queen. What up, Joy,
Good
Diane,
morning.
everybody? Yeah, my
Turn up
flower.
over tea. It was about to go all the way up. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you for letting me read this package. And not let me take this to her and be
So
like,
we
wake
gotta
up.
calm down. We gotta woo side. We gotta evaluate before we react. So
My dude,
Yes,
if I'd have went to
yes,
my
big
daughter and
black.
said, wake
Yes.
up, what is this? She was like, that's what Nina uses for tea. I'm like, oh, go back to
go
sleep.
back to
I'll
sleep.
talk to you later.
To go back to sleep.
She
Yeah,
definitely would have said, but I'm wide awake now.
here he come again. Now
Here
what?
he
Now
come
what?
again with his
Yeah, he
BS.
come with that bullish. Then she would have called the twins. She's like, you know, Dad was on that bullish this morning, right? You'd be like, was he drinking?
Was he drinking?
But I don't know because it was early in the morning. But you know how Dad get down. He might have a stash. All right.
Good.
Let's get it started. I feel so much better now. Now I'm exhausted, but I'm relieved. I'm like, whew, oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Who you
Thank you
messing
so
with?
much.
They need a Magnum. How old is he? Like,
Yeah, how old is this month?
Oh, okay. Not the thoughts of safe sex, but
Magnums will test your ego. Like I tell you right now, Magnums will test your ego.
Who
boy.
wants to think their daughter is smashing? Like who? Nobody wants to think
Nobody, I
that.
don't care about safe sex. Get on that.
Nobody wants to think of that.
Even though you know it's inevitable. You know, you don't know when it's going down, but you know, nobody want to think about that at all. At all. And the only problem is I'm a realist, so I know she got my genes in her. So I know I'm a freak. So I already know you can't deny the genes. Like I already know.
It's in your blood. It's
Yeah. And her mom ain't too far from it either. So she got a double whammy. She got the double whammy. So I already know. I said, oh boy.
skip her.
Yeah. We'll see. Well, no, we won't see. I ain't gonna see. Good morning, Jacqueline. All right, where y'all want to start? Because y'all not gonna get me all amped up.
So you have you got the relationship question. Or what boundaries should be set for male and female friends. You got
just don't have none. Just don't have none. End of that topic. That's all.
Controlling much?
What was the relationship question?
So,
go ahead.
Jay sent this clip of Latoya Luckett's video. And in the video, Latoya Luckett and her man run into one of his one of his homegirls. He says homegirl, but they're hugging each other, they're holding hands. They real chummy.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
He's looking like, okay. And he's like, this is my friend from way back, yada yada yada. And then fast forward, they get in the car and she says, well, how long y'all been knowing each other, or how long y'all been friends, or whatever. And then he's like, don't trip, that's just my friend, yada yada yada. So the question was, what boundaries should be set when you're in a relationship but you have friends of the opposite sex? Or I guess we have to phrase it another way too. Because if you're in a same-sex relationship, I can't even go all the way
there. Pronouns, they, he, she.
First of all, I saw the video. He was absolutely 1,000,000,000,000% wrong. You're not gonna come up to me when I'm with my girl and give me this whole hug and hold my hand and talk to me and then touch my face. You're crazy. You're crazy. You think you're going to ruin my day? If you really my friend, if you really my good friend, and you see my girl standing right there, you're going to give me the most homeboy hug in the history of homeboy hugs. But your ass, but ain't nothing like a woman who want to claim her friend and try and show the girlfriend how close we really are, and B word, you can't do nothing about it. This is how close we are. She was touching his face, grabbing his hand first of all, we're not going to talk and hold hands. What is you doing? And I would have said it just like that. What is you doing? I would have embarrassed the hell out of her. And she might not have want to be friends no more. But you not ruining my day. I'm not answering these questions when we get in the car. You get to go about your business. I got to deal with this for the rest of the day and the night. You have now ruined sex that night. There is no sex popping off that night, and it may be a few nights. I may have to answer this question, and now I got it. Now this is one of the weapons that she's gonna bring up during arguments. Well, why don't you call your little B word friend since y'all so damn close? Yeah, since y'all so close, y'all don't known each other for so long. She probably knows you in and out, doesn't she, Michael? Because whenever a woman gets mad at me in my life, they always call me Michael. It always goes to Michael. I don't know why Michael sounds so vicious at that moment. Michael.
Well, it's kind of like when your mother calls you down, call you if you did something. If they call you by your full government.
Yeah, but that don't mean no like. The funny thing is, the dude was like, don't trip. Once a guy starts saying don't trip, you already know he guilty.
Oh,
Nah, don't trip, don't trip. We've been friends for years. I don't give up. You've been friends for years. Let me tell you what I think about you being friends for years. I don't give up about you being friends for years. You think I care about you being friends for years? I don't know her since you were little. Okay, good. So you know her since you were little. So the B word should know her limitations by now. If y'all known each other for so long, she should know the parameters on what she can do in front of your woman and what she can't do in front of your woman. But you haven't put no parameters up, have you? So she can rub your face while she's talking to you right in front of your girl. You got to be kidding me. Good morning.
Good morning, Stacey.
Good morning, Stacey.
So, women, do you have a friend of the opposite sex that's affectionate? And I don't even care if he's gay. Don't be coming up and rubbing on my girl. I don't care if you gay. I don't give a damn if you gay.
That's affectionate? Not like that. I mean, your friends know what boundaries you have. I don't have no affectionate friends. Like, only males that would be affectionate with me would be my cousins. Like, we hug each other. They might kiss me on my cheek. But my friends, like my own.
Now, these first cousins or second cousins?
If
it's a second cousin, I'm a beef. I don't trust second cousins.
These cousins I grew up with.
No. You didn't answer the question. Are they first cousins or second cousins?
Well, technically, they are second cousins, but we're all the same age because my grandmother had 11 kids. And so my mama's nieces are older than her or the same age as her. So my first cousins are like 30 years older than me, and their grandkids.
So they're second cousins at the end of the day. Second cousins.
Yeah,
No, I don't.
Cousins.
Yeah, I don't trust second cousins.
I
don't give a damn. I don't trust second cousins. Put that picture up. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at that.
So that's Thomas Jones. That's Thomas Jones, our former friend.
Yeah, shout out to Thomas Jones.
But yeah, so I guess that's his. He was dating.
I recognized him.
Thomas.
Yeah. And
I still got the jersey.
The way she's hugging him, you would think that they was the couple.
Yeah, you got to be kidding me right there. She lucky old girl ain't jump on her right there.
But I guess
what are you doing?
He played a part. I guess he allowed it. That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna say you're supposed to trust your relationship.
If people act like that, that's because that's what they've been able to do. The boundaries are set. She ain't.
What up, Ashley?
And we might be able to do that when I was single. We might be able to do that when I was single. If a friend of the opposite sex is affectionate, they have ulterior motives. Yeah, they do. I've been affectionate with Shawnee.
Wait a minute.
Mike has been for a long time.
We be when she used to come to the comedy show, I had my arm around her like she was my boo. And Shawnee be yelling out, "This he like a brother to me. I ain't nobody's brother. I ain't nobody's brother. You got to be kidding me. You better stop calling me your brother."
Case in point.
I keeps it 100. All that, well, we can sleep in the same bed together. No, we can't. With none of my feet.
No pillow dividing.
No, I got two female friends. I got Mo. I got Shawnee. I'm trying to think if I have another female friend. Who?
Female.
Oh, Jade.
Jade.
Camp Sister's a friend, but I never really see Camp Sister. She has one event a year, and we all go over there. I'm not laying in the bed with any of the female friends. You gotta be kidding me.
Without putting a foot over the pillow.
Yeah. What are you talking about? I'm a flaming heterosexual. I know what situation I'm not supposed to be in. You got to be, and the girl was pretty. Put the picture back up. The girl was a cutie. She was a cute little something.
She probably smelled good.
She probably smelled
She
delicious.
probably smelled good.
She probably smells like the greatest cupcakes in the history of the world. Look at this right here. Look at this picture.
Oh.
Yeah,
What are we doing?
He's hugging his friend.
No,
I ain't never went up to Vink or Action and grabbed their face. We might hug each other when we see each other, but it ain't no hug like that.
Yeah.
But people are going to say you trust your partner. You're insecure. They're going to say all those things, right?
No,
I love
out of line what they did. That was
They said too much.
Yeah.
I love when people. Well, for me, I love when women try to hit you with you stop being insecure. You're so insecure, and I'd be like, duh.
Never denied.
I mean,
I'm like, what you think you're gonna affect me with that comment? I don't give a damn about being insecure. I ain't insecure, but I also don't trust you. How about that? What were you gonna say, Mo?
I think you could be both. Number one, I think you could be insecure, but I also think that it's the trust factor. So I have a best friend who is a man since college. And
I love that since whenever. That changes anything.
That's well before you.
I don't care.
It doesn't. But he's never been disrespectful in front of physically affectionate. Good. In front of any of my males.
Good.
In front of. You heard that? That was the part I caught, but go ahead.
Yeah, in front of. So when does the affection pop off? Late at night?
So I did have a issue one time. I was dating somebody and I was like, okay, my best friend Todd, boom, boom, boom. So Todd needed.
First of all, he's not your best friend. He's not a better friend than me. So stop saying your best friend. He's not on my level. So stop bringing this dude on my level. But go ahead. I know you know him since college.
So of course,
No, I know you since the late 90s. Go ahead.
Todd needed to stay in a city, and of course, my house is always open to my friends, right?
Oh, here we go with the bull. Here we go.
So, and I'm getting to you next. I'm getting to you next, Mike. So of course, I'm like, look, so and so, he's staying over or whatever because it's too far, or whatever, for him to go home. So my male friend at the time had a whole problem because he was like,
I bet he did.
What you mean he's staying over? And I'm like, so I'm supposed to tell him to sleep in the car? Like, no, that's my best friend.
You're supposed to tell him to get a hotel room like a grown-ass man should do.
So fast forward to Mike.
Shiny.
I know. I'm like, wait a minute.
Shiny did that.
Relationship.
You got rolled up.
And one night, Mike had, a little rough night. So I had to bring Mike back to my house to sleep on the couch.
I do not remember this at all, but I'm trusting that it happened. I'm trusting that it happened.
I'm trusting it was one of them nights. So I had to bring Mike back, put him on the couch.
Did he take his shirt off? Oh God, I'm so glad.
So
I took my pants off back then.
Mike strips down to his box. Like Mike don't like clothes. Mike got to strip down to his boxers and his socks. And for whatever reason, Mike neatly folds his stuff. I don't care how bad of a night it's been. He never takes his stuff off and it's just flung all over the place. He folded it, which I found very peculiar.
He's careful.
His stuff was neatly folded. His shoes. I peeked it on him. I was like, okay, if my man walks in here by happenstance because he knows that Mike is here, it's gonna be like World War III in here. I know it. But Mike was up and out before 8:00 in the morning.
Now that sounds like me, but I do not remember this. Where were we? Where I had this bad night? Were we at a club or something? You took me all the way to your house from Adrenaline?
I did.
Somebody had to watch it.
That wasn't the first time. I took you home too from Tories.
Whoa.
From Tories on South Street.
I do not remember.
Those are the only two really, really rough nights I can remember.
I do not remember this shit.
Of course, it was a rough night.
The problem is the picture. Let me read this. The problem with the picture is that they capture a false impression sometimes, just like with you, Mike, and Shawnee. But see, it's not a false impression. What was the movement like before and after the still shot? Innocent, in my opinion. No.
You have
Are you talking about the photo where Shawnee was like melting in Mike's arms?
Yeah. I mean, that's Shawnee being in denial. That's Shawnee being in denial. Mike, you sound like you were reckless. You think? You think?
Back in those days, Mike was pretty.
But he folded his clothes neatly.
That night he had his
Shawnee's interested.
Like, first of all, I was like, "Oh my god!"
He didn't do that when he
took off all his clothes. I was like, "Oh my god!" He took off all his clothes. Folded his stuff neatly.
Well, when you came to get me, the intoxication went from all night long till I woke up in the morning and went back at it, and then that's when you came.
I'm not even talking about that time, but you didn't. Well, you only took your shirt off that time.
Only that time.
I walked back in there and you didn't have no shirt on.
God bless you, Shawnee, because I know Shawnee stands. Denial will throw my whole comment away. Yeah. Like, I know what Shawnee's stance is. And I was blessed by it, and I benefited from it, but I don't agree with it.
What? Oh, about you coming? No.
Yeah, you coming to get me? I don't agree with it. Like, if I'm your man, I don't agree with it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't agree with it.
Let's dissect that mode.
I mean, it depends on.
He just said,
I think it depends on who it was. Like, if I would have got the call for you, Binker action, I'm showing up. I'm going. But for like somebody else, then I'd be like, well, they got to figure that out. I ain't got time for them to come over.
So Mike just said, Mo, I appreciate what you did, Shawnee, but I wouldn't approve it. You shouldn't have did it. And if you was with me, it would be a problem. But Nate, thanks for doing it for me. How crazy is that? Let me
tell you, if I'm with somebody, now listen, Mo don't count because Shawnee knows Mo. Shawnee knows Mo. So she would be cool. Like, if Mo was like, drunk somewhere and Shawnee would be like, well, Shawnee wants to, she'd be like, let's go get her.
Like, you better go get her. Go get Mo.
Yeah, but if you say we going to get her.
But if the chick's in the hotel,
I'd be like, go get her. What you calling me for? Go get her.
But y'all so drastic. If a chick's in the hotel room, I'll go check on her, knock on the door, and she comes stumbling to the door. I'm like, let me look in the room. Let me make sure a guy's not date raping you or something and got you up in here pinned up. And then I'd be like, okay, you're not staying at my house, but you're staying here and I'll check on you later. So go lay down. Situation. And I would tuck her back in. I'm like, go lay down, chill. I'll make sure I'm like, there's no more liquor in here that I have to pour out or anything like that.
Yeah,
okay.
Let me fix your thong string. Let me fix the clothing.
Yeah, and your thong is crooked. And who needs to go? Why would you go to sleep with all your clothes off? All your clothes on. Let me help you. No, I'm just playing.
It's more comfortable.
No.
That turns into something else. Stop playing. All right. Yeah, we play.
Next thing you know, I'm the assaulted. What? What are you doing? I thought we were just friends.
Why your hands down there?
Why your hands down there? No, I'm just playing. I'm kidding. No, but if I had a girl, I would check on her. I'd tuck her in. I'd be like, I'll check on you later. Here, make sure or have her phone right next to her. Then she pull you in the bed with her. No.
No, she's inebriated at that point. So
yeah, she drunk as hell at that point. I'll just push her off and be like, but I'm not bringing you to the crib.
Nah.
My girl don't know you. I'm not bringing you. And you cute. No, I'm good. I said,
but you expected it for your friendship and appreciated it. But
I didn't expect anything from my friendship. I was expecting to be left alone. That's what I was expecting to be.
I mean,
but I appreciate it. Once again, I'm saying I'm not being unappreciative. I appreciate it. I appreciated what you did. I don't know what made you take my drunk ass to a public place like Golden Corral, but hey, live and learn. Not to take
I was trying to get you back to, like, okay, well, if he can sit down and eat and be comfortable, I'll let him go back over there. I'll take him back to his hotel.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Why didn't you put that out there? Why didn't you let me know? I would have behaved myself.
Because, well, I mean, Jay had, Jay had kind of warned me of, like, this is probably what's going to happen when you get there. So I was, when I got there and I started, I was like, oh, hell no, I got to get him out of here. And then, but yeah, like if you would have been cool, then I would have been like, all right. But no, Jay called, your mom, your sister was wearing. No, ain't no way in the world. I wouldn't have cared. I could have been married at the time. I was not gonna have that on my hands. That somebody called me for help for my friend, and I said I can't do it because somebody I'm married to.
And I'll tell you another thing. I'll tell you another thing about Jay Black. And once again, I benefited from it. Like I benefited from it. He was looking out for me. He ain't give a damn about your relationship, Shawnee. He care less about your relationship.
No, because
he called you knowing you had a man. He called you knowing you had a man.
And that's serious. If he called me like that, then I know that is serious. But whoever I'm with, if it's something, and like I said, it depends on who it was.
Yeah.
You think of action all day, but like I don't want to name no names, but I mean y'all watching, y'all know who y'all ain't coming to get y'all. So.
Yeah.
But I guess you gotta know your relationship too. You know what your
and
if you're willing to jeopardize your relationship, because if you know your dude or your girl is cray cray and what they ain't going to allow or stand
my
for,
friend. Like this is
it's still a level of respect for your current relationship.
No, and it's a level of respect from me because this is somebody that I care about, that cares about me. And like when it come down to people that's like there for you, and you don't find too many people like that. So if I got to lose this relationship to be, to keep my opinion, then that's just what it is.
Well, that's a problem. That would be a problem for me.
I mean,
I'm just being honest.
I just can't have another. There can't be another. There can't be another penis in my house.
No, you gotta know your mate. So
unless it's a get together.
Now, if I'm with Mike and somebody called, like it'd have to be Jay Black. It'd have to be called about Jay Black, action or me.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, but those are the only people anyway.
But it's because he knows you. He knows that. Like, so he knows that those people are important to you. So he's not gonna trip if something like that goes down or happens. Because those are the people who, again, your mate. So you know that if these people call, your mate gonna go running.
Yeah, first of all, my mate ain't going running for nobody. Let's get something right. My mate is going running for nobody. If the phone call came in with action or bink, I would make the drive.
Yeah, and
ain't nobody going running. See, y'all be using this terminology that be ready to start a nice little punch a hole in the wall in the house. Y'all be ready to start one of them things. I'm gonna go running. He's my friend. I don't give about your friend.
Care less.
But like that, like you action and beat, this is the thing. If y'all are in a situation, y'all not gonna call me.
No.
You call me. Jay called me and told me. Like y'all don't call me for that. So
he a busybody. He a busybody.
I know that it's serious. But like any dude I meet, I always tell them up front, listen, these people, they go nowhere. I'm just letting you know up front. So if it's a problem, say it now. But these people, they not gonna be disrespectful. I'm not gonna allow you to be disrespectful. Ain't nobody gonna be disrespected.
It speaks volumes to jeopardize your relationship over your friendship. Wow.
What would happen if I just like pull one of these out and just pull it?
Well, when you was here, you had a couple of them fall out your little black thing.
My little black thing. Oh, a couple of them fell out. No, they didn't. Y'all can say whatever y'all want because y'all know I don't remember none of this.
Were they magnums or were they the regular? Were they the regular Johns or the Magnum?
They was regular Johns. Ain't no Magnums in my life.
I got up in the middle of the night and I saw that. I was like, oh, did he have somebody over?
You looked under his cover, Shawnee.
Did you look?
It was on the floor, and then the keys. Well, I'm not gonna say where I keep the key, but the keys. He know where the keys to the house are, so he be getting the keys going in and out all in the middle of the night. So I don't know what he was doing.
Well, Shawnee said it's all about being transparent from the start. That's right. So we know what we're not going to get into. Because if I'm trying to holler at Shawnee and she tell me, well, if these guys come around and they're so important to me, I know I'm already out because I'm not built for a female that I'm dating putting some male in front of me ever.
But how is that putting him in front of you?
Because you know I got a problem with it. You know I got a problem with it. You know it. I made it very clear.
I mean, hey, if you're gonna respect Shawnee's honesty, then you gotta respect Jay Black's honesty. I ain't even gonna waste your time. I ain't even gonna start the fight with you. Ain't gonna be no arguments. We can smash on Thursdays, and I'll see you next Thursday. But you ain't gonna be my girl. That's just what that's what he's saying. Like, I know Bink in action, so it's unfair because I know Bink in action. So it's a different story. But
so what about if you don't know? You know, if you have your man has a female bestie, does the same rules apply?
Yeah.
So if same rules apply to you, Michael?
Yeah, you're not gonna be calling me after 9. Like, we can still be friends. It's just the dynamics change. We may not go to the strip club together anymore. No, we won't go to the strip club together anymore.
We might not.
I got a girl. I got a woman. I got a girl now.
We can't both be throwing dollars at these hoes. We can't.
But friends understand. Like, if they're your true friends, they want you to be happy, and they're not going to do anything to jeopardize that. If they're your true friend.
Yes.
Now, if they got some ulterior motives, then they're gonna do some old sneak sly stuff. But your friends are gonna be happy for you and embrace it and encourage you, and they're not gonna do nothing to mess your stuff up.
And they're gonna make your best friend feel comfortable. They're gonna make your bestie feel comfortable around them.
But this is Stacey,
your girl around you.
So put Stacey Mitchell's comment on it, or we say that's my brother. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about that's my brother. Let me tell you about that's my brother. I think Shawnee, Mo are probably the closest two women, and Jay's. Let us be somewhere and you happen to drop your towel. Let you come out the shower and I'm in the living room and you drop your towel. If my sister, my real sister, drops her towel, like I'm turning my face away so fast. I said, girl, what are you doing? I'm out here. Like, why are you even I got my back turned to her like this, and I'm looking out the window. I'm like, oh, okay, Michael, stop making a big deal. I picked it up. I'm okay. All right, just go to the room with my back turned. Just go to the room. Let one of y'all drop a towel. I'm gonna look at y'all like, you need to pick that towel up.
Staring straight ahead.
You got turn to your back.
Yo, pick that towel up, yo.
Well, you always had that mole here. No.
I didn't know you was that thick. Pick that towel. See, that's why I'm not your brother. I'm a really, really good friend with parameters. Oh, he's like a brother to me. I can't stand when people say he's like. That's why I don't say. See, I think it's disrespectful to my sister. I have a sister. So you're never gonna be like a sister to me. I have a sister. My sister be pissed off me calling somebody, oh, she like a sister to me. My sister look at me like, mother, has she ever driven you to rehab? Has she ever come get you and taken you to detox? Has she sat there next to you in the hospital? I'm like, you got a point. Yep.
But Jack understands it's all about setting those boundaries. So I guess you're setting it and established with your friendship from your relationship. If everyone understands their role, it can work in some cases.
And let me tell you about this. He's like a brother to me. And I've seen this. I'm not saying it happens in all situations, but this is when you get bamboozled. This is why this whole thing, he's like a brother to me. And this is why I always ask, have you had sex with him? Because some of y'all be talking about he's like a brother to me, and y'all banged out a few times.
Or had some type of
like a brother.
Something.
Because I ain't sleeping with my brother.
No, but we know that's the cover up. He's like a brother to me. That's the cover up. But I want to know, did you have sex with him?
Why you rub your neck, Mom? Yeah.
Because Mo got friends like that.
I ain't got no friends like
it may be Mo.
Mo might I ain't
Got
never.
some brothers.
I don't want to sleep with my brother. So if I say he like a brother, then
exactly, Mo. And that's
clutching her
label
pearls.
men like that. Women have a tendency to be like, "Oh, he like a brother to me," but he don't feel like, the guy don't feel that way. The guy be plotting on the sidelines like, if she gave me the yams, I would definitely smash and eat that up.
Yep, he like a brother to me. A brother in the way of like a redneck.
Real talk, I have.
Yes, exactly. He like a brother to me. He like a brother to you, like y'all live down south in a trailer park with a bunch of rednecks. That's what type of brother y'all talking about. Nah.
One time back in 05.
And you can get offended all you want when I ask you, did you knock him off? And you be like, what? Why would you ask me that? Because I want to know.
It's a legit question.
And if she reacts like that, 9 times out of 10, they probably did something.
Exactly. And they try to make you feel all crazy. Y'all don't understand. I have been in an embarrassing situation. You can't embarrass me. You can't hit me with I can't believe your insecure ass would ask me something. Yeah, now answer the question. We over that. We over there. Yeah, I am that. I'm everything you just said. Now, did you bang him out? That's what I want to know. Because I'm sure this here right here looks like at some point he smashed.
Yeah, that does. I get offended though when people ask me that, especially if I done already told you, look, this is what I done, and then did you sleep with him? Nah, I ain't sleeping with him. Why would you ask me that? What happened?
Because I want to know. Like, why can't you answer the question?
That's what I'm saying. If I say, nah, I ain't sleep with him, why would you ask me that? But if I've already established that this is what I've done, this is me, then why I'm being questioned about?
What you mean you established what?
That this is what I've already done.
What do you mean already done with who?
With whoever. If I give you the rundown, like these are the bodies, and then this other person walk up and it's just, oh, did you sleep with him? Like, yeah, the body list. I ain't tell him on the body list. I told you who the body was.
Okay, well, I need to know this newcomer who came in here was supposed to be your brother. Is he? Did you conveniently leave him off the list? You act like you above keeping information for somebody. You act like you above. You act like you above. Not telling the entire truth. You act like you some type of saint that ain't never told a white lie, a dark lie, a bad lie. You act like you. Come on.
I'm not saying that I ain't never told a lie, but when I'm dealing with somebody and their feelings and their emotions, and that's my fault because I expect people to do me the same way. That ain't nothing to lie about. I'm 40 years old. Why I got to lie to you about who
I don't care how old you are. 40-year-olds lie, 50-year-olds lie, 60-year-olds lie, 80-year-olds lie. People lie on their deathbed at 95 years old.
Right, but there's no need to lie about that.
Does it matter, Shawnee, if it was so long ago, like with Stacy? Like if it happened in 95, it's now 2020. It don't count no more, right? Or
if you slept with somebody, you slept with somebody. You can't erase that.
That imprint is still in your vagina. It never goes away.
that doesn't go away. So, just say what it is. But you ain't got to lie about it.
It's like, you know how you tell the age of a tree? How do you tell the age of a tree? It got that it never goes away. Your vagina's age is shown. What's it called?
The rings on the tree.
The rings on the tree. Yeah. Yep. And your vagina age is there. It's like a fossil. It's a fossil in your vagina. It's there. Like if I'm a scientist and if I was a gynecologist, I examine it, I would see it. I would see the whole thing. That's a good question. So the new couple tell how many people they slept with. Not right now. No, not right now.
No. I don't think at this age. I think everybody know everybody. But I think if it's somebody that you done slept with that is gonna be around,
yes,
say something. So it ain't all awkward.
No.
Yeah, I think you need to let people know. Like Shawnee's absolutely right. If there's somebody that's gonna be around, you better let the person know. Because if it slide out and this whole time you've been chilling with this person, and it happened to happen, and you find out somehow, some way, because I don't know what it is, but somehow, some way, you always wanted to find something out. Good morning, everyone.
What up, Action?
Oh,
what up, Action?
Action. I got to talk to you and Mike.
Oh, I thought Action was trying to drop some jewels, like something happened and he was sharing. I didn't know what was going on.
I got a text message last night, and I got to talk to Mike though.
Oh, text message. Jesus, that puts a lot of pressure. It must have been from a dude.
from Bing.
Is that a good? Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing, but it's not easy to surprise me. So I'm gonna ask you if you knew something that they talking about.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you right now, I didn't know what they were. I had no idea.
He just don't remember right now.
Or maybe I just don't remember.
If you just got the staples out,
Maybe they told me. Maybe they told me when I was in Dallas, and when I was in Dallas, I wasn't functioning. All right. Okay. I guess. I mean, we've covered everything we covered. Stacey Mitchell. I don't know if it happened a long time ago. I don't know. I mean, certain people can get over and still let you be cool with them. Nah, that wasn't me and Mike. I was home. No, that wasn't me.
You already got denial.
Sticking to it.
Denial.
I hate when y'all do that. Ish. Tell us too. Damn.
Yo, and sad news. I just thought about this with the friend thing, and it's sad news though. But it was these three young black people went to Mexico City and end up passing away, and I was intrigued by the story only because the girl was on the phone with her boyfriend when she said she felt sick, and then and I'm thinking like, what are you doing on a trip with two dudes and you got a boyfriend? So it might just be me. I'm like, wait, why would he allow that? But this is just a sad story. And I just thought about it, how people do go on vacations with their besties that are opposite sex and things of the nature. But this story is just so weird that they was found.
No. Let me tell you, it was weird. That somebody died in Mexico, and you thought it was weird that she was on a trip with two dudes because she had a boyfriend. That's weird.
She was on the phone. She was on the phone with her boyfriend when she. Yeah. Wait, well, why is she with the two dudes? Like, and I started looking all into this story, and I was like, this is weird to me. And then but
that's horrible.
But that was hard. But people do allow their mates to go on trips with friends of opposite sex.
Well, dudes, I don't want to speak on them, but I mean, maybe the two dudes had.
Stacey said that was the first thing I thought too, Jay, when she heard that story.
Yeah, but you were sleeping with your brother, Stacey, so your comments don't even count no more.
That was in 95.
Your comments had.
Stacey said they're married now.
Yeah, but they're married now and they're friends.
Yeah,
I guess y'all married to separate other people.
Yeah, we married now, and our friends they're married to separate people. Yeah, Stacey, I'm just playing, Stacey, but it's a generational thing. Also, it's different. You know what I mean? It's just different. Like people, and it depends on how you were raised. Like,
and he fat now. So.
And he fat now. Jeez.
You throw that in there for good measure.
But it's a generational thing. So now the newer generation are okay. So Mo, would you be okay with your fiance going on a trip to Mexico City with two of his female friends?
Hell no. And he wouldn't even ask me.
Yeah, see, it's a generational thing.
You got insecurities. But that's what people would say. That's what people would say.
I don't have insecurities. My issue would be why then we going.
Yeah, exactly.
We going.
I don't go.
Exactly.
We
going. Oh, Mike, you and your friends going on the trip. Okay, so you got my flight information, right? You got everything.
Yeah, right. We going.
What time I need to be there?
You talking about if I was going with women?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wouldn't.
You engage. If you engage and you talking about you going with your two female
or
best
just
friends,
boyfriend, girlfriend.
We should all be friends by this point.
Yeah. Why you be like? Why don't I know them? Why don't I know these hoes?
Yeah, ain't no.
Well, they went to college together. We went to college together.
We went to college together.
They grew up together, Mo. They grew up together.
And that's amazing. But by this time, we should all know each other.
Yeah.
So we all going, right?
We all having a good time.
We all having a good time.
All the way.
I travel with the groups, 400 of us, so he may be there. Oh,
he there.
But he fat now. But he fat now.
But he fat now, Jay. He fat now.
He fat now.
But she knows yeah, that's crazy though.
And he married to somebody else.
And he married to somebody else.
Damn, you traveling groups of 400.
You know they be doing their trips. So yeah.
Damn, I need to get down with Stacey Mitchell's group.
Yeah,
400.
Yeah, we do.
If I go to Mexico with 2 other girls, they better be my daughters. So I better plan on living there.
I know that's right.
Those are facts on facts. Facts on
No, that's
facts.
right.
Ain't no way in the world. I'm not even bringing that to the table. Like,
but what happened is, what I believe allegedly, that her college friend, he has a life partner. So they was a couple, and she was just with her friend. From what I understand. So does it matter if the other one is not into the same sex?
Well, one, she's not engaged, and two, she's in a relationship. Clearly, that the boyfriend felt like it was okay. They had an understanding because she's on the phone with them, with the boyfriend, while she's on a trip with the 2 guys.
I just know if it would matter to you, Mo, if your fiance went and the 2 girls are gay. And
I mean that could, but this is funny. He said, in this day and age, it would be more suspicious if it's an all guys trip or an all girls trip. Yeah, because girls be eating them vaginas crazy, and guys be acting like they boys is their girlfriends. Like it'd be real suspect, yeah. It'd be real suspect.
They be holding hands, yeah.
That is something to think about in this generation. But I mean, again, I guess it all boils down to trust. It also boils down to communication and understanding of your mate.
Yeah, it boils down to common sense. What you comfortable with? Yeah. Travel with carbon
monoxide detector. That's what they believe it was carbon monoxide. Because the girl she was on the phone with her boyfriend. She's like, I don't feel good. And then she starts saying, I can't feel my legs. And then the phone dropped. So he had called Airbnb and had them do a welfare check and come in, and all 3 of them was dead inside the hotel room. Where the Airbnb.
It was carbon monoxide.
So that's what their initial reports, are thinking.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Sad. That's a sad story.
Yeah,
that is
a lot
hard.
Of times, especially with that's.
I can't imagine what our parents are feeling like right now, because there is no way.
And there's a language barrier because it's Mexico, so they couldn't get any answers, so they all flew out there. I did a deep dive into that whole story. Like I said, it really intrigued me just from hearing on the phone with the boyfriend with 2 guys, and then that got me going.
Come to find out, he called Shawnee and said, "Go get her."
I am not. It's too soon.
And bring it to your house. You're a busybody, and bring it to your house.
Shani, I need you again. Shani, I need you again.
I need it again.
I need you.
Y'all are the worst.
That's a good joke. Maybe people lost their lives.
I'm wrong, right?
Y'all are the worst.
No, that whole thing was sad.
No, that whole thing is tragic. We joking about Jay Black right now. That whole thing is tragic. That I don't even know as a parent, how do you go on? Parents who have lost kids, I don't even know. Like I pray for every parent who's ever lost a child, because I don't even know how you go on. Because I know people say you got to go on because you may have other kids, or you got to go on for your family, and nah, y'all just put me on that. I hate to be selfish, but I'm not built. Put me on that suicide track, because it's either gonna happen with some pills, or I'm just gonna be in a hotel room and drink myself to death. Because I don't know how people even, and God bless them, because I know you can't never be the same again. And I've seen parents say that they're never the same again. But you just got to keep going, because you can't fill that void. That's got to be the worst feeling in the history.
Most of the times, oftentimes not. It really destroys relationships when that happens.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it destroys relationships because everybody grieves differently. I think that it destroys or dissipates a lot of relationships. They don't survive.
All right, no disrespect, but it's Friday. We gotta have some fun.
Speaking of children,
let's have fun.
Can we move on to the $16,000
Halle Berry, the extortion?
Halle Berry,
extortion.
So she was paying $16,000 a month for child support. Me and Shawnee looked it up. She's worth
to both her kids' fathers. Now, this is not just one, but both.
Well, that's like you. Why you keep letting these cats run up in you?
Why she don't have both her kids?
And she ain't got neither one of the kids. She probably not built. She's like, I'm not built for this. I got a vasectomy. I'm killing myself. Oh Jesus!
He laughing, but go ahead. So, for Halle Berry, $16,000 a month. Go ahead, child support.
And we found out that she's worth $80 million. So
on one, well, for 2020, they say that she's worth 100 and some. She makes $3 million a month.
Right. So it's not based on, they don't base it on how much your overall worth is or what you got in your bank account. They base child support off of your income, your monthly income. So if you're not doing movies or, right now, or low budget movies, B-list movies.
She had a TV show, but $3 million a month. I'm not saying she can't afford it. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I'm a pile on is because how y'all women act when we talk about a guy who's beefing about him paying child support. Pay it, ho. How about that? You make $3 million a year. Those your kids. It takes a lot to raise a kid. Make sure you pay your $16,000 because, yes, it costs $16,000 a month to raise a kid. Well, that's what it costs. And the kids need to live the same exact lifestyle that you're living. They need.
She makes $3 million a month, then $16,000 a month, and so yeah, she pay.
And hold on, and real quick, man, I'm gonna let you go right now. And this is the thing that pisses me off. And they reduced it.
Yeah.
They ain't reduced Tyrese's, but they reduced Halle Berry's.
How much Tyrese make a month?
I forget. Remember Tyrese had that whole breakdown on Instagram? I don't know how much he makes a month. But I know Halle Berry makes more.
But with the Halle Berry thing, I think because she has 50-50 custody with her husband, ex. So that's why she was complaining that why am I paying him $16,000 and we both got 50% of the time. So that's why they lowered hers to half of that. So she's paying now $8,000 a month.
Yeah, but if she made $3 million a month, $16,000 is not 20%.
Well, remember, she can't do it doesn't work that way. If she's paying two different support orders in that amount to both of her kids' fathers. And so that's just like if Mike makes $3 million a year. Mike has another kid after he has kids set to 1, kids set to 2.
Watch your mouth.
You're not going to get the same amount because they're not charging it. That's why a lot of people in real life, they be like, how are you only getting $25 a week? Because the first person who filed and the second person who filed is getting the bulk of the child support.
Well, okay, I was in that situation. Girl's dad. I was married to him. We got a divorce. Child support started. He was still paying child support on his other 2 kids, and he had to pay child support on them. The only difference in it was about the only difference from what he had to pay mom 1 and mom me. I mean, mom me and me was like it might have been $25-$30.
So maybe Texas,
we were getting the same.
Maybe the guidelines.
Yeah. So, and then even with that, if she paying $16,000 to each person, that's $36,000 a month. Take $3 million a month.
They don't break it down like that. They break it down by a certain percentage. Then you get certain things taken out, and then depending on the state you live in, they take into account the custodial parent. But see, they have 50-50. This has been going on since 2014, mind you. Halle Berry was actually going to move away to France, and he took her to court to stop her from moving with their child. So they've been in this battle and this back and forth for quite some time, for years.
But my thing is, whatever it is, you make $3 million a month. $36,000 is not killing you.
Well, you can't count somebody else's coins.
30.
I don't care what I make. I don't want to.
This is your net worth, so we don't know.
I'm trying to stay out of this child support topic here, so I don't get myself worked up. I'm trying.
If $3 million is going into my bank account that I can go touch every month, and I got to pay child support, and it's $36,000. I got to pay $16 for Carly, $16 for Tamron. And they putting $3 million in my bank account every month.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't know what her budget is. You don't know if her mortgage is $35,000 a month, and you don't know what goes into.
And she's paying for her mortgage, her mom mortgage, like everybody else.
To me, I'm just saying, pay the money. I think she should pay $20,000 a month just for making Catwoman. Like honestly, I think just because she made that movie. she should be penalized and be forced to pay $20,000 a month for
We
that.
need reparations for that.
Yeah, we need reparations for that movie.
If I'm making $3 million, then and I got this responsibility.
Okay, Shawnee, 1 hour and 4 seconds. I need that to be our clip right there. I need that to be our clip right there. That's the clip right there.
If I'm making $3 million, then I need to adjust my lifestyle. Take care of these. It's not even 20%. So why?
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. If it's I don't know all the details of her thing. I'm basing it off of what I know from Texas. If even 20%, why am I tripping?
But if they're sharing custody 50-50. Listen, man, this whole child support court thing is out of control.
That's one of the issues.
This is the problem I have with child support. It either goes over the top one way or over the top the other way. You either got a guy paying $75 a month or you got somebody paying $16,000 a month. I don't know how to fix this, but there has to be a new way to calculate what goes on here.
Itemize what the kid needs and is broken down.
And I think honestly, as much as we know Jay Black is bitter over his child support situation, and he got bitterness all in his heart and he can't shake it, itemizing what a child would need would make sense. They make you itemize everything. You want a loan, you got to break down everything you need the loan for. Like in every other case, you got to break everything down. So why not break everything down for what this child is going to need? Because she knows, like most men know, the money doesn't go to the kids. She was paying him. She wanted to reduce his money. And that's another thing. When women get mad and be like, you don't need to know what I'm doing with this money. The person does need to know what you're doing with this money. This should be in court. In court, it needs to be said that this money is going directly to raise these children. It has nothing to do with Halle Berry's husband buying a damn Bentley or a Mercedes-Benz or whatever. Like I don't understand why people get this thing. You don't need to know what I'm doing with the money. Wait a second. It's called child support. So why don't I need to know what you're doing with the money? And that goes on both ways. And Halle Berry's catching it now. And I want to jump on her, but I just don't agree with giving somebody $192,000 a year to raise a kid. That is crazy. So that what you telling me?
Private school, they have of course, they always say making sure that you upkeep the standard of living, the quality of living, because it affects the child emotionally, mental stability. These are all of the things that they stand for when you're talking about being with the two parents and living a certain lifestyle and then removing the child.
You want to live my lifestyle? You want to live my lifestyle? You want to live my lifestyle? Live with me. You want to live my lifestyle? Live in my house, and you'll feel what my lifestyle feels like. But when you outside my house, you can't live my identity. There's another thing about this court thing. They got to live the lifestyle that you live. When did that happen?
Or the lifestyle that they're accustomed to living. That's what the courts say.
The lifestyle that they're accustomed to living. I just got to take care of them. They're not going to live in the same type of house I live in. You want to live in a dope-ass house? Come live with me.
Well, what should they base it on, Shawn B, if they don't base it on the income?
Well, I don't know.
Especially for the custodial parent, because think about this. The custodial parent has to find babysitter, has to make sure that the child is okay 24/7.
So if put it in there.
Happens to you, you can go and sleep on Jay Black's couch. Well, maybe not.
No, I mean, I don't even know where Jay Black lives.
My bathroom is out of order right now.
He'll just tell me to go to Shawnee's house. Listen, this is what I'm saying. I get what he's saying about dealing with your income. This is why you itemize and say exactly what this child needs.
Well, with child support is not just for clothing. It's also for helping with the shelter.
Cool.
Feeding a child.
Cool.
Lights, electric, cool. and extracurricular activities or whatever the case may be. So for social wellness. How do you itemize everything that a child needs?
That's what happens when you go to court.
Budget,
right? You can't itemize everything a child needs because so much comes up. Sean B asked, "What's the percentage person making if they make $3,000 a month? If they make $3,000 a month in Texas, and we're in Texas, 20% of 3,600."
But there's also a minimum. There's also a minimum allowable by law for you to pay, and that's why they set these standards.
Lady Q, we got a Q comment. Wait, go to the next one. We can't just go over. A Q comment brought to you by WokeUpInspired.com. Lady Q says, because bitter people can't agree on what exactly it takes to raise a child.
I agree.
Bitter on both sides in a lot of cases. Yep.
I agree.
Yep.
It's like a tug of war, and that's why the court sets the court.
Why these things are the key right there. These things are the key.
Well, did y'all see that Versus announced the next battle?
What's the next battle?
This is the right change the topic. Okay.
Yeah, we moving
like
on.
child support.
Yeah, I'm trying not to.
Jay he getting tense already. He about to shut his square down.
I just want to see who's going to win. Who y'all have to pick somebody as the winner. I saw it. I was
what black versus is this? What is it?
Dark skin Michael Jackson versus light skin Michael Jackson. That's a good battle if you think about it. I was like, yeah, that will work.
Yeah, but that's the Jackson 5.
You have the hologram.
That's the Jackson 5. A lot of the Jackson. That's all of the Jackson 5, and that's off the wall.
No, you got Off the Wall.
But then you got to go against Thriller.
Yes, Thriller.
No,
Thriller the dark skin Michael.
No, Thriller ain't the dark skin Mike. He was starting to brighten up.
It was in between.
I had he got his nose done there,
and that was a shame because he really did have that skin. That skin disease that he had is real because my grandmother had that skin disease. Matter of fact, Terrence J has that skin disease.
Well, who we winning?
Oh man.
Oof.
How about this? I just know when Jay-Z said ain't nobody standing on stage with me on a versus, ain't nobody standing on stage with Michael Jackson on a versus.
Yeah.
Hologram or whatever. He ain't even gotta be there. Ain't nobody standing on stage with him. It's too deep. Like he got his catalog. If he just hit you with the Jackson 5, it's too deep.
Yeah.
If he hit you with Off the Wall, too much.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was funny.
It's too much, but that's hilarious. I don't know.
Break that up.
I think I might take the whiter mic. I think I might.
You going man in the mirror, Mike?
Yeah, man in the mirror.
They don't really know. They don't really care about
us.
They
don't really care about us. Yeah.
Remember the time when we fell in love? Oh man, I don't know. I Want to Be Where You Are is my favorite Michael song. So dark. That is everything. This is so disrespectful.
I want to be where you are.
Yeah, that song is the truth. Honestly, technically for me, I liked Off the Wall. I loved both albums. I'm nitpicking right now.
Off the Wall.
But I liked Off the Wall. Yeah. I liked Off the Wall better than Thriller. Now, to me, Human Nature is probably one of the greatest songs in my opinion, I've ever heard. It's a perfect song. Like, it's a perfect song to me. But I liked Off the Wall, the album, better than Thriller. We still on child support. Look, you won't let it go. A person that once made $3K a month and now makes $3 million a month, it's now all of a sudden takes $60,000 a month to take care. It takes $60,000 a month to take care instead of $600 a month.
Let me tell you something.
Let's go. Here we go.
Let me tell you.
What time is it? 8:20. All right.
$600. If you a parent and you raising your child and your kids are they can assimilate into society, right? $600 ain't enough.
It's not.
I'm not going to
see. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this
right now. My son eat that every month.
If I'm giving you $600 a month, I'm expecting that you're going to ask me for something else that month.
Of course you will.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I'm expecting that you're going to be like, yo, I just put them in this and that. And I'm like, so did you go? But I'm going to ask. You went through the whole 600? Like, I'm going to ask. I'm like, did you go through the whole 600? Because I want to know how much you need. But see, this is one thing. People get offended over questions.
I don't want to have to ask you.
It all depends on how you ask the question.
It's how you ask.
Yeah, I'm not asking a question like, girl, did you go through the whole 600 already? I'm going to be like, did you go through the whole 600 or is there anything left over? So I can know what I got to get.
Don't question me.
I mean, but that's cool to ask that.
No, it's the way you ask. It's fine to
ask. I don't have no problem saying, well, they need this, and this, and this is going on. I got this. Can you do X, Y, and Z?
Mm-hmm.
But $600?
Yeah, Afro Queen.
$600 for my kids? Oh, no. Well, I don't know what. I mean, we get a little bit done, but.
Oh, for your kids, the way y'all eat?
Nah, that's what I said. Eat that. That's food.
Let me tell you something. If I was in that house, let me tell you how your kids may like me now, but I'm like, yo, y'all gotta chill. Like, we gonna chill today. Like, ain't nobody going out to get no Chick-fil-A. We not gonna get no nothing. No. We gonna sit up here and we gonna make sandwiches up in this.
What?
Joint.
Wait a minute. What?
Yep.
Yeah, well, who was spoiling them?
Yeah, because I was in and out.
I'll be quick to say it's food at the house.
I was in and out.
What y'all want to eat? What y'all want to eat? Girls,
I want to eat. That's what I'm supposed to do. I gotta butter them up now. I gotta butter them up now.
Mr. Mike, Uncle Mike.
Mr. Mike said we ain't gotta make no sandwiches no more.
Mrs. Mike said, put that toaster away.
Because he's gone. When Uncle Mike coming back? No. Y'all better figure it out. There's some cereal in there.
My daughters be killing me when I pick them. Well, I did pick them up from school yesterday, which was a breakthrough. But when I did pick them up from school on a regular basis, they get in the car and be like, "I'm hungry." All right, wait a second.
Yeah.
Didn't y'all eat lunch?
No, they eat lunch
and they be like
early,
this.
Mike, I go through this every day.
No. It'd be one thing if they ate early. It'd be another thing when they say this, Dad, this food is disgusting. They got this gravy that they put on. It would be okay, but you can't even ask them not to put the gravy on. They put the gravy right on it, and the gravy is disgusting. It tastes weird. So we didn't eat. I'm like, really? I ate the nasty food. I went to the same school you went to. I ate the nasty food.
I pack my son's lunch every day, and then he has the option of eating something from the catering service at his school.
Catering,
but I look at
catering service.
Y'all got some. Y'all got gravy. At King, we had
catering service.
They don't got the milk in the pouch. They don't got the milk in the plastic pouch. They don't got none of that. They have actual a catering service.
Our high school, you had an option. You get the hamburger with hair or not hair.
Sean B says, no, but to be court ordered. I mean, sometimes you got to go through the court.
Yeah,
everybody agree with Shawty, but to be court ordered is what I'm speaking on.
Yeah, he's saying the court's making it. Yeah.
That's what.
But you know what? Sometimes the courts, everybody says they don't like courts, but sometimes when going back to Lady Q comment where both parties are bitter or neither one of y'all can figure out what the child needs, and the court has to tell you you can't pay that woman no $400. At minimum you gotta pay her $6 or $7 by what you make and by what the standards are. They feel like that what your child needs. Sometimes that's needed. So then it cuts out the arguing. I ain't gotta follow you around, hunt you down for money. We ain't gotta even talk about it because the money is coming regardless.
I was petty when I was on CS. If I bought it, I stored it at my house. You get it when you're here.
I don't think that's petty though.
Money like that though, because if you don't have them often, if you buy them a whole bunch of clothes, they come to your house and you say, "Well, I'm gonna buy the clothes." Okay. But then you only get them once every 3 months. Guess what? They growing. So when they come back and you don't let them clothes sit there, they wear them. So guess what? You got to.
I got a feeling Tashambi was every weekend parent. So every weekend he was.
No, let me tell you something. When Monty was
y'all buy your own if y'all need it.
And she was like, I don't know. She was like, 2-3 months old. I went to her mom's house, and I said, "All right, let's sit down. Give me every last one of your bills." And we sat down and wrote a list of every last one of her bills. And I said, because I did not want to go to no child support court. That's what I didn't want to do. Because first of all, they weren't going to know. They weren't going to know all the money I was making anyway, because I was getting paid in cash at the club. So they weren't going to see that. They was going to see. Yeah, allegedly. Yeah. So And I wrote down all her bills. I'm talking about cable bill. I'm talking about car insurance. I'm talking about car note. Broke it all down. I said, all right, we're not going to court. I'm taking care of this. I'm taking care of every last one of your bills. All you have to do is use your money to take care of mine. And we just agreed. We agreed to it, which was crazy. I didn't think she would agree to it, but she was like, she was.
Too?
What?
Did you pay her rent too?
I paid everything. I said, I got this whole thing. Now you take all your money, and I want you to take your money and spend it on her.
Now, what if I want to upgrade? What if I decide it's time, my car old and it's time for me to get a no. But it's reasonable.
How about this? Not only did I pay every bill, but I paid her money that she had. That if she hadn't paid, she was gonna go to jail. So I wish you would. Like sometimes, but I was doing okay. I was single.
Yeah, how long did you do that working for? Look, how many years did you do that?
Right.
No, but you know what the crazy thing about it is? I wound up getting the kid anyway. Like she wound up, she was like,
did you still help her out after that?
No.
Because you had your daughter.
Yeah, you gave up the golden ticket. You
Can I
go the golden ticket?
Can you go the ticket?
Then I was gonna say something to be funny, but I didn't want it because it was gonna come off very rude. But I don't have I'm not in the golden ticket position anymore. But I will be again. I will be again at some point. All
right.
So and then Erica Mena, we talked about her. She was bitching because Safari was only paying $3,000 a month. Did you think you married Diddy? $4,000? Did you think it's Safari?
How many
but
kids
again, it goes off of your income, not your assets.
They got 2.
Your income.
Safari's income ain't banging like that.
Right, and that's what
that's
the big misconception.
I don't know how old they are, but she don't deserve nothing.
She don't deserve nothing. She got the kids.
No, I don't like her. I'm just saying I don't like her.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I don't like that. I don't
for 2 kids.
No, I don't like a vindictive hoe who tries to extort people.
That's not bad.
But
yeah, I don't think it's bad either.
$4,000 a month is not extortion.
If I got $3,000 a month for my kids, that's not bad. Then everything that they need is taken care of.
It's taken care of. That's what I said. I said $3,000 a month. You ain't even got to do nothing, and you getting $51,000 a year to do nothing. So if you put your money in, that means that $51,000 to take care of the kids
turns to 102.
Should at least be $102,000.
Yeah,
because you on reality shows too. Like I don't get the.
He's clearly she's getting more probably than what he's getting.
Yeah. So okay, what's next?
What's next is this.
Let's get this mother crawl.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Allegedly, with Sexy Mo, powered by Media Room 360 TV.
Okay.
Good night, Mo.
Hello's frozen.
Mike, no intro, Mike. These stories,
ladies and gentlemen, these stories, we have the right to retract them minutes after we actually put them out there. We don't know if they're true or not true. We're just giving you information that Sexy Mo has researched and been given to her. So listen, that's why we call this whole thing allegedly. Every story that Sexy Mo is going to speak on is alleged. We have no idea if they're factual. We have no idea. All we know is we about to gossip right now for about 20 minutes. That's what we're going to do. We're probably going to make fun of some people. So here we go with allegedly. Go ahead, Mo.
Good morning, Sexy Mo. Good morning.
Always springs this on me. For so long, he stifled me and was like, we ain't got time for that segment. Now all of a sudden he want to spring it on me every morning this week. But there's a lot going on. Of course, today, I don't like to start off with stuff that's sad, but of course, we were talking about Takeoff's funeral today in ATL. It's 8:30. And so I know a lot of celebrities are getting ready for that right now. And we were just trying to figure out, I wonder who's going to attend.
Everybody?
Well, I wonder about I heard Drake was going, but then I hear that it's really not good for him to go since he's connected to the Jay Prince camp,
Mm-hmm.
lot and mob ties. And then there was a discussion on, is Jay Prince going to show up?
Right.
With
he issued a statement.
Or should all three of them show up, or should they just not show up at all? All because Jay Prince Jr. stepped over Takeoff's
No, they shouldn't show up. What statement did Jay Prince, the dad, make?
So of course, you know, he basically put out a statement saying that, you know, he was like a son, a brother, a family member. He was saying how, you know, he's known him for so long, and just saying how this was senseless. He really was saying it in support of. I think that it was a PR, you know, because he's good for these PR coming out and giving these statements, whatever. But of course, he did not speak on them dragging his son for allegedly stepping over Takeoff's body.
In this situation,
he didn't touch on that. He just gave a blanket, you know, condolence and how this was senseless and things like that. He didn't give any statement about his son.
In this situation, if Takeoff is my son, this would have been a private funeral and there'd be no cameras there.
No, they just look. They're not streamlining. Media's not allowed to be there. They're not streaming it. It's not broadcasted. Justin Bieber performing, Alicia Keys performing, but yeah,
I don't want anybody. I don't want anybody performing. I don't need none of y'all Hollywood celebrities performing. I don't need none of y'all entertainers there. I need nothing but the family there. The business killed them.
You're a public figure, you know.
No. I don't care. I don't care about the public figure. I don't care about the public figure. My son, we're not doing this. This business is what killed him.
I think it's thug mentality, though.
I don't care. And Quavo, don't you dare show your face at this funeral.
He has to.
No,
that's his family.
I'm saying if I'm there, I'm like, Quavo, don't show up.
Why?
He loved him.
Because your pop off is what led to this.
No, you can't put that on that man's shoulders.
No, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. You got my son killed. You got my son
It's the
killed.
actions of the individual. It's not the, you got to control.
Give about any of that. Your hothead got my son killed. Your pop off is what set this whole thing off. I wish you would show up and see how fast I go in your mouth.
Well, they're saying that the young man that allegedly pulled the trigger had a beef with the Migos all the way back in 2018.
That he
was supposed to be Jay Prince's new security. And so a couple of things had happened because they felt like maybe he was trying to prove himself so he could be there. So when that happened, he just...
The video we saw was Quavo walking away saying whatever, like, you know, like he wasn't trying to escalate. It's over. Like, we're not going to do this. And then it pops off. So it's, you trying to say that man's supposed to put all that weight on his shoulders. Nah. Because the actions of another individual that can control
y'all
his
can
anger.
deny all y'all want. Quavo's the one who dragged Takeoff over there. He was the one who got himself in a situation. Them gunshots never go off if Quavo don't get into something. I don't care. Let me tell you something, how irrational I would be if my son got killed. How irrational I would be. Would no celebrity be in that joint? It would be just family. This is not Showtime at the Apollo. We're not having Alicia Keys. We're not having nobody perform. We're having somebody from the church sing. And that's what we're doing. And we're going to mourn as a family. This ain't going to be an event. They got people flying out there, getting friends together because it's an event. You're not doing it with my son.
Life. You're supposed to celebrate
the
life.
Celebrating. Everybody trying to stunt that they had Takeoff's damn funeral. Stop playing with me. They trying to take Instagram photos that they had Takeoff's funeral so they can get views and likes. This game done pimp my son enough. This game done pimp my son enough. That's why they shouldn't have done what they did to Whitney. They shouldn't have pimped her out at the end and had all them cameras there in her funeral and sent Bobby Brown on his way. Everybody gets caught up in a celebrity because everybody knows, in Whitney's case, everybody there knew every camera in America was going to be there. So it's going to be a good look to be there. Y'all not pimping my son to the end. No, y'all can't come to the funeral. It's a closed funeral. It's going to be uncles. It's going to be aunts. If grandparents are still alive, God bless. It's gonna be cousins. It's gonna be nieces, godfathers, godmothers.
And Quavo is his family.
That's his
Well,
family.
listen, y'all go ahead. I got a problem. If I'm the father, you don't think I'm not stepping to him? You don't think I'm not pressing him the day I see him to find out what was really going on? And what was you beefing about? And what was you beefing about? And why was y'all in a situation where y'all was in a room with a dude that y'all know y'all had beef with? That's the reckless behavior you had going on. Man, get out of here with all that rational talk. You got hold all that weight. Because guess the weight I gotta hold? I gotta hold the weight that my son is dead. So hold all that weight. Because guess what you're gonna do now? You're gonna collect a whole bunch of money off of how well this album's gonna do simply because my son is dead. And all the other Migos albums are gonna stream crazy because my son is dead. So go collect your checks. Go collect your checks and hold all that guilt heavy on your chest. Because I'm about to hold this pain heavy on my chest. I can't get rid of this pain. Y'all better than me. Y'all better than me.
I think that's a lot of weight. Like
I don't care
earlier, like to put on someone's shoulders to say that they're the actual cause.
I don't care.
If I ever got shot because I was with you because of something you did or said,
because I popped something off,
and that's your fault. If somebody else that you said F out of here to shot and killed me because you said F out of here,
because I popped off instead of just being like, all right, cool, we out of here.
It's the actions of the individual.
I don't care. If your mom said she didn't want me at the funeral, I would 1000% understand. If she said every time he was with Mike would put him in some type of awkward situation. Every time he was with Mike, he had him somewhere crazy or whatever. I would 1000% understand.
Ain't it your responsibility? Why was you there? No, all right, I'm not gonna go there. But
no, I would take all that guilt, even if your mom ain't put it
on there, man.
Even if your mom ain't put it on me, I would put it on me. I would take the fault. I would be blaming myself for the rest of my life.
Well, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know that there has to be some level of guilt felt for the rest of Quavo's life. That goes without saying. So,
but don't put that on him. Don't let him do it to himself.
On someone, I think, like, confirming or validating that.
Let me tell you,
I just think that's a lot. That's
a parent who loses a child can put whatever they want on anybody. If you were the cause, a parent who loses their child, don't ask them to be rational.
Well, I think that's with anybody, Mike. Any situation like that, I think that part of the grief process is you want somebody to blame. You need somebody to blame during the grief process. I think that's a natural human reaction to say, well, whose fault is it? Because that's just human nature.
Now, unlike me, my mom, if it was the opposite, it was the reverse roles, my mom would open her arms to Jay Black and be like, come on, that's just who my mom is. That's not who I am. I'm a bitter person.
But sure, that is giving Jay Black, or that would give Jay Black the opportunity to release some of that. I mean, I think that's the worst thing I could think of, is getting into it with somebody and not think. Of course, we never think it's going to turn into something like that somebody's going to get hurt. And for that to happen, for that to be on my soul, on my heart for the rest of my life, that not only a friend, but a family, somebody who is related to me, that happened behind something that I may have said or did.
He's beating himself up. And then let him do something to himself. Then everybody be saying something completely. Well, Mike may say something different. Oh, well, he didn't have to do that to himself. Right. He could have grieved in another way. He needed some support. Where was his therapy for him going?
Right.
So, but
I'm just telling you. And listen, and if Quavo ever saw this, I know I'm wrong. But don't ask me to be rational. Like, please don't try and talk to me. But y'all are absolutely right.
Speaking of kids, Michael Shawn.
Thank you.
That's all right, AJ. Say something. I got y'all. Speaking of kids, Not that this is any better, but for those R. Kelly fans, diehard R. Kelly fans who have held the torch and said that he is probably going to get out. Of course, we all know he's been sentenced to 30 years back in September.
I forgot. 30 years.
Yeah, well,
yeah, he is going to get out in 30
he
years.
is on appeal. He is on appeal right now, and it looks very promising that he may very well get out on this appeal. So they're saying that, you know, right now his lawyers are basically arguing that whatever you think about his actions with minors, he was not part of a criminal enterprise, which was the heavier of the weight of his sentencing, the RICO Act. And basically saying, you know, the lower court didn't buy the argument, of course, but he's saying many legal scholars are saying that R. Kelly's legal team has a very real possibility of winning and overturning the original verdict and winning the appeal.
The RICO law, they always bring that up. Like, that's why Michael Vick went to jail. Michael Vick didn't go to jail for killing the dogs, even though what he did to the dogs was disgusting. He went to jail for crossing the state lines and gambling and fighting the dogs. That's what they got him on. They didn't get him on for electrocuting dogs after they couldn't win a fight, which is crazy.
Yeah, like OJ. They got OJ for something separate, right?
They got him later.
Charges
for going to get his own stuff back.
Yeah, but those are, and that's how they get you with in terms of the charges. They're going to go and try to find a way to create something for the higher charge, which again was the racketeering, which also says a lot about our legal justice system, because you would think that the heavier of the charges would be the sexual assault or sexual offenses with minors or with women, period. It's not.
I think the problem is
they're more worried.
I'm sorry. I think the problem is, and Shawnee knows the lady who's over there in Dallas who had experience with R. Kelly. I don't know what the young lady's name, but we interviewed her.
Kitty.
We interviewed her, and when we were interviewing her, what's her name?
Kitty.
When we were interviewing her, like, the story just sounded.
Well, she was his girlfriend. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't kidnap her. She went willingly.
And I guess the lawyers realized that if you're a great lawyer and you say the parents were bringing these kids, these young women to him, he'd probably still go to prison, but it probably wouldn't be as long as you would think.
And then Kitty was grown.
Kitty was grown.
And she was too old, really. That's why that was her situation. What, you didn't believe her story?
It's not that I didn't believe it, just didn't, like, some of the stuff I was like, but why didn't you just?
She really believed that she was his girlfriend. Like, she
which
really,
a lot of them did.
But they were
like, yeah, he want me to quit my job, so I'm gonna. That's why she left
But then she was talking about there were all these women in the house that weren't allowed to leave their rooms.
Well, that's after she got there. After she went on tour and she was the girl that was the shadow. I'm not laughing at you, Kitty, because it's not funny. I'm not laughing at it, but
and I'm not saying I don't believe you. I think if you put her on a witness stand and you have a lawyer dissect this, it's gonna look.
I mean, but her situation was different. She went willingly. She said, "This is what I'm going to do," and she went under that. She thought that they were going to have a relationship. Right. She really believed that. She really believed that.
But when you get to the house and there are other women in the house, don't you just turn around immediately and be like, okay?
Well, I don't know what happened in the house. You know, maybe she tried to do that, and
the charges that are in Illinois right now, of course, you know, the prosecutors who decided that I guess they didn't have enough to move forward, with the case. All of the victims have been notified. So allegedly, Shawn Pace, who's one of the first victims who came out about being abused by R. Kelly, and who actually testified against him in court, posted on social media. She says, when Kim Fox announces the dismissal of the case against R. Kelly sometime next week, it will be hard for the survivors, especially those who were waiting for their day in court. Though it is disappointing, she says, I understand. New York did a great job getting us justice and taking those matters seriously. Nonetheless, I do thank Kim Fox for trying. So, of course, anytime a victim has gone to court or even filed charges against someone, if those charges are not stick, or if they're not prosecuting, or if they're dropping the charges, they have to notify the victims first. So she's ahead of this and posted on social media the alleged plans for them announcing publicly that R. Kelly, the trial is not going to happen now. And that's speaking to his additional charges, not the original that he's gotten sentenced to, but the additional charges that he was being held in court for in Illinois.
Well, just in kind of connection with this, do you know there's an interview with one of Michael Jackson's victims? He's grown now. And he said he had gone to a party. And when he came home to the hotel, there were all these FBI agents there. And he was like, why are you here? And his mom had made the charges that Mike had touched the boy. The boy said, I told my mom he did nothing to me. He was just nice to me. And the mom said, this is what he says. The mom said, I think something happened. And he was like, but nothing happened. Nothing happened. That was the one payout that Mike made. And that's the one that everybody holds against Michael Jackson because he paid them out.
He had something to hide.
He said, Mom, are you really going to use this as a money grab? And she said, yes.
And he outed his mom. Wow.
He outed his whole mom on this video. So all those people who keep telling me, well, why he pay him out? Just go look at the video. The so-called victim is telling you what happened.
But a lot of people do pay out just so they don't got to keep going.
You think with R. Kelly, the parents were sending their kids to him?
Yes.
For the payout?
No, they were sending them because they thought they were going to be stars
for the fame.
And mind you,
which is a payout.
The gist. That is the gist. They even after the stories came out and the videotape came out, with him urinating or allegedly urinating on the girl.
Well, we saw it.
People were still sending their kids.
It could have been his brother.
Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't his brother. We interviewed his brother. Damn,
I
to say it was his brother.
Him trying to come after my coins, but even after that, people were still sending their children to him, unsupervised, unchaperoned, to create music because they knew that he was a mega star, a mega producer, and they felt like that was a once in a lifetime.
Let's be clear about how they sent their kids, because people get the idea that there was this call with R. Kelly and okay, I'm just gonna send my daughter over there. No, there were conversations. He groomed the parents, he groomed the kids, and he built up a level of trust where they'd be like, I don't know why these people are saying this about him. Okay, we're gonna let you work in the studio, or it could be like they do sometimes. Well, parents aren't allowed at the practice. Y'all have to stay over there, So
I don't. They want that celebrity so bad. They want that celebrity so badly that they're willing to take the chance of trusting. I don't trust anyone with my child. I don't care what situation it is, and I know everybody's different. But there is absolutely no way ever that anybody can groom me. I don't care who it is. To allow my child to do something like that unsupervised, and after I've heard, whether it's rumors, whether it's
even if I didn't hear nothing,
I said in addition to I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, I rethought. I want to retract a statement. I would still have Takeoff's funeral be private and no celebrities.
Well, they had the wake. That's what I was looking at, the pictures from the wake. So Quavo.
But wait a second. But I would tell Quavo to come. So I'm retracting my statement because I realize that y'all both are used to being in these situations, but we still have to have a talk. So I would invite Quavo. And I would probably give him a hug, but we'd have to have a conversation of what went down. So I got a bit emotional, but I still don't think you should ask a parent to be rational.
Who texts you?
That's human.
Oh, nobody texts me. Nobody texts me.
Okay.
No, nobody texts me. No.
What you say? They like,
No, because
will never retract his statements. What?
Because I know I was in a situation. I just had to review my life. I was in a situation where I could have done something and I didn't, and the person wound up dying. And I was also in a situation where I crashed the car and the two people in the car almost died, and the parents welcomed me with open arms, and I was the driver. And it wasn't no accident. It was reckless. We were just being reckless. So I had to review the stuff that I've done.
After further review,
I would like to retract the statements with Quavo and say I would welcome you with open arms, and you would just tell me what really happened. That's all. So I had to say that now that I was thinking about it. Got a bit of
it was
emotion.
on your heart. It was weighing on your heart.
Because I'm trying to be less judgmental about life and people in life.
Because
I'm a super
that's therapy.
Because I'm a super judgmental person. I ain't gonna lie.
You go to therapy yesterday?
Nah. I'm a super judgmental person. But I'm like, but then I don't want to be judged based on my prior activities.
I'm gonna be judgy.
But I'm judgy. I'm DJ Judgy Judge, and I don't care if you object. Your objection is overruled. So, all right, go ahead. Next door. Just want to put that out there.
I think that's all of us. Mike, I think that everybody has a little judgy.
Yeah, a little judgy. I know what you did in your past. You a hoe. Come on, Mike, you a hoe too. Look at your past. What are you doing? What are you doing? Look what you did in your past.
We was hoeing together.
We was both. We was both in the streets.
Allegedly.
Terrible. Allegedly.
All right.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I got a clean bill of health. We about to wrap up. I'm sorry, Mo.
Yes.
Wrap it up because
we're wrapping up.
I got a clean bill of health. Let me tell you something. When you go to the hospital, they start testing you for stuff that you ain't asked to be tested for. Like, what this got to do with my head? Like,
we gotta do an AIDS test. We got the HIV.
They had to do the HIV. They had to do hepatitis COVID. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. It was every hepatitis.
We gotta check your sperm count. We gotta check everything.
No, they didn't check the sperm count. I would have liked. I would have liked if they would have checked my sperm.
These days. Let's see how. If you're still interested in having kids, let's see if they're swimming. Or are they just taking a lap around the pool?
Yeah. They checked me they took tests for everything. And all of a sudden I was reading down because I went to the website and you get the app and you go to your chart. And I was like, they said 70 results. 70 results.
They probably checked your lipids. They probably checked your keratin. It checks.
Yes. That's on there too. That is.
Oh, you got some good insurance. That bill.
I was gonna say that crazy. You must have great insurance.
I just have the highest. I have the highest version of the lowest version of insurance. Like I have the highest version of Medicaid. Yeah, I didn't pay any
Medicaid. The premium Medicaid.
Like when they took the staples out my head, there was no copay. The person next to me had a copay of like $80. I was like, so I figured I was going to pay some money. They're like, no, you're good.
You think I got that good insurance?
I got the platinum package of the lowest health insurance.
Shout out to Obama and his healthcare.
No, I got the hottest Section 8 apartment in the spot, yo.
You got the double wide.
I got the double wide in the trailer park. I got the double wide.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a double wide.
No, there's nothing wrong. I was just saying he had the high. He had the single.
Yo, I got a my trailer is a double wide with a game room. Like real talk. Like it's crazy. Happy Friday, everyone. Enjoy your weekend.
Veterans Day.
Yes.
Happy Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to my dad. The most scariest person.
Happy birthday, Sweet 16 to the twins tonight. Me and Mike going in doing the Beyonce couple dance. We're gonna come in there.
Jay, you coming?
Nah, I wish I'm trying to get out of some stuff, but it looks like it ain't gonna be.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to go in doing the dance. I told him that. I said we're gonna come in doing the Beyonce. That would have been hilarious.
And I got to wash my hair. I didn't know I could have washed my hair when the staples went in. I got to wash my hair. I didn't know. I figured. I said I'm with my luck. I'd be taking.
It's normally just the dissolvable stitches that they don't want you to really mess with. But yeah,
dog. When Magic was diagnosed, the most scariest first time test I ever took, HIV test. When Magic was diagnosed. Now, mind you, this is how ridiculous. This is how stupid I am. I had 2 uncles die back to back from AIDS, so I was super using protection, right? Super using protection, and then I had a girlfriend, and I fell off. And after Magic got diagnosed, I went to go get that HIV test. That was one of the scariest moments of my life. And when I came to get the results, because it wasn't back then, it wasn't like quick results. You had to come back a few days later. Yeah. So you got a few days to think about this. Like you trying to
every chick you ever been with,
every chick you ever smashed.
And I think how old was I? I was 20. No. Wait. How old was I? Yeah. I wasn't even 24. I was 20 in my early 20s. And when I went to get the results, I sat down next to the person, and the person was talking, just regular talking. Just I'm sitting there going, bitch, if you don't tell me.
Get to the meat and potatoes.
I was like, well, what is it? She was like, oh, yeah, you're negative. I was like, whoa, there's nothing to talk about. Goodbye. Why am I talking to you?
Start off with that, right?
Leave with that.
Let me go call this chick real quick. Now I'm playing. All right, listen.
Unfortunately, now they don't do the screenings as much as they did back then. But for certain, it's still out there, people. So get checked, get tested.
You gotta ask for it now, though.
Yeah, you have to ask for it now.
But don't just automatically do it. You gotta ask.
But it's still out there, and I think because it's not in our face like it was in the 80s and the 90s, that people have just really are oblivious to it. But please get checked. Know your status.
And go watch Black Panther this weekend.
So please go watch Black Panther this weekend. Us. Everybody who watches us, go see Black Panther and then come tell us the review. Because I know I'm not going to be able to see it because I know it's going to be sold out already. I already know all the movie theaters around here are sold out.
Tickets, J Black. We can't get no reserve tickets.
The problem with the free tickets is that you can't reserve the seat.
They can't get no tickets.
Why are you asking me? But go ahead.
Oh, all right. Damn.
I wish I did.
Oh, Mo. Never rob a bank with Mo. All right, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that and understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life: views, likes, parking spots, Black Friday sales. Fight for your happiness and never let anybody take it from you. Michael, Shawn, J Black, Sexy Mo, Shawnee Scott. We are the Takeover Legends. Yeah, y'all.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on.